LB70 is the next chapter. I've poured decades of experience covering countless runway shows, red carpets, and my own insider style secrets into designing my own line. It's about timeless elegance meeting everyday ease, from international runways to your living room. LB70 is my love letter to all who've supported me. Stay stylish, stay bold, and get ready to experience fashion like never before.
I'm just saying to Lloyd right now, I love this dress, every single print. That's the hardest thing. It's hard to decide which one to get. And how excited are we here at HSN to have this amazing relationship with Lloyd Boston, creating our own fashions, our own private line. I mentioned earlier, he has styled truly thousands of women. I'm sure you've seen him on TV, you read about him, he's an amazing artist. I wanna give you a little sneak peek of what's gonna be coming up in this hour, including the weekly deal drop dress that I'm wearing, which I can't wait to share that. Also, you're gonna get a chance to meet Lloyd's lovely mother. Lynn is here, and she is also dressed in all these fabulous fashions that we're gonna highlight. One of them happens to be our woven blazer. Oh, Diana, you look absolutely stunning. It is customer appreciation special price at $10 off at $49.95. So this is the one solid color. Then we also have two fabulous prints. That is in that leaf design that has been very, very popular already. So we have extra small through extra large. We have 1X through size 3X available. 892-659. And those pants that Diana is wearing, I know those have been extremely, extremely popular, but we're gonna get things started with, yes, the dress that I'm wearing. This is what knocked my socks off. I'm like, there's no way in the world this is under $40. That is what a weekly deal drop is about. And if you ever wanted to try, again, really high-end fashion designer, Lloyd Boston's fashion, start right here. Lloyd, come on in here, my friend. I'm so excited to meet you. I'm wonderful. Good to see you.
That. You look fantastic in the dress.
I'm telling you, I want every single print, every one. It is that amazing stretch knit that we love so much, and I can't wait to talk about the artistry and the designs and the colors and all of that. But it's the ultimate wrap dress. Let's start there, right?
Thank you for that, because it's my privilege and my pleasure designing a wrap dress for women to wear and feel comfortable, to feel confident, to feel empowered. You know, the wrap dress has been around for decades, and every designer takes a stab at it. My stab this season is all about comfort first, Lynn, as you said, because it's in this stretchy, we call it almost like a gauze, if you will.
Yeah, it is.
You know, when you feel that texture to it.
Yeah.
Versus the jersey that you've seen matte dresses in for years. Jersey can be a little unforgiving, kind of highlighting areas you may not want attention on. But when you feel that texture there, you're gonna notice the stretch, that gauzy feeling is gonna give you that almost mesh, almost kind of illusion of floating over the body versus hugging the body.
And breathable,
yeah,
too.
So
That's
breathable.
the other thing.
So important.
Oh, absolutely, especially going in transitioning. All right, so we're gonna go through the prints. I'm wearing this in the palm print, in the green. We're showing you Andrea right now, and that's the watercolor, which love. I can't wait to hear the inspiration there. We also have it in a fuchsia floral. That's the one we have in front here. The Java is the solid color.
Yes.
Okay, that's that rich, beautiful, you know, truly Java, like a brown. And then we have it in what we're calling mint. Well, that's a mint green I'm wearing, palms.
Yep.
And then the watercolor dreams in pink or in blue, right?
Correct. So the watercolor dream is in that one colorway that you have in your hand.
Okay, they're calling that the dream.
And here's
yes.
the magenta, I believe it is.
Yes.
And then the palm, which you're wearing. And then the solid Java. This is kind of the gateway, the starter.
Yes.
You know, if you're not a print gal, you may be a little concerned or not really confident enough to pull off a print, which these are really easy to pull off. I would say start with the Java, and I guarantee you with the compliments you get, you'll come back for one of the prints. So when I look at what you're wearing, I love it against this pink I'm wearing too.
Yeah,
which is kind of
we
fun,
never
you
think
know?
those colors. Actually, a whole
I mean,
thing.
they're classic, you know.
Yes.
I'm not reinventing the wheel here. I'm just kind of honoring the classics, if you will. Palm Beach, Palm Springs, you name it. Women of taste and style have been putting these color combinations for years. And why not honor the classics? It makes it easy for you to look great versus trying to come up with something new. I say lean into the classics, about 80%. then 20% trends. But
Yeah.
when I put these together, I love playing with watercolor. I love playing with acrylics and gouache and oil paints. I sketch and draw. I've been doing that for many, many years. And I love with the lines here. The lines are so soft. You could have fun with the prints, fun with the patterns. Thank you, ladies, for supporting my wrap dress when I launched this past fall. We heard your feedback. The collar is a new addition to the wrap dress, which kind of frames the face, gives it a little bit more of an executive look, just around the neck and décolleté. Notice the tab roll sleeves give you a little option to go slightly higher if you'd like. Little military detail there with the buttons. We rim them in gold so it feels a little more upscale, if you will, versus the plastic buttons. And then the sash. Everybody's talking about this sash.
Let's talk, yeah, because it's like almost a double sash.
Yeah. Well, I say you can do double Dutch with it because it's so long. We call it the obnoxiously long sash in our design room. Because I begged for this, I pushed for it because I want you to have options here. Hold that side,
Sure,
Lynn, if you don't
bet.
mind, if you
You
can.
bet, 100%.
And look how long this is.
Like
I'm all the way up to the camera. Look at that. Oh, I'm in the camera. No, it's so long because I want you to be able to wrap it your way. Obi sash it, make it wide. The width can give you that cummerbund feeling, which kind of secures you in and creates more of a waist.
Right.
So you can do it 2 and 3 times, and you still have enough of a sash to dangle, create a bow at the side. You might want a bow on the front. You could also do, ladies, a bow on the back, which makes you look good coming and going.
That's
you
a
know
good
what I mean?
idea.
That little wink on the
Absolutely.
way out the door, right?
Right,
So again,
100%.
have fun with it, and you could also lay it flat around your midsection, your smallest point. Add your own skinny belt on top.
There you go, create a whole new look.
Right, it almost like it's kind of brings you in, compresses you there, and you could add your own belt on top because it's that thin. Roll and go, packable, breathable.
And washable, machine wash,
Amen.
easy to
Amen.
care, right? It's a polyelastane, which is beautiful. It's approximately 43 inches in length. And I love one of your signatures. It's comfort, color, and cool. You know, and if you're just tuning in, we don't do your wrap dresses at $39 and change. That is, when I said a weekly deal drop, jump in now. That's why over 1,100 have already been selected. Yeah. If you want the palms, the green palms that I'm wearing,
yes,
we're down to fewer than 400. I know that sounds like a lot, but when you consider we're doing extra small through extra large, we're gonna talk about fit right now too, 1X through size 3X, that is not a lot. I'm 5'2", so it gives you an idea. I'm petite, where it's gonna fall on me. And girls, of course, are gonna be taller. So it's a great length. I love this for everybody. That's the nice thing, whether you're average, tall, or petite.
That's what I want to happen, Lynn. You talk about my 3 C's of fashion.
Yeah.
Comfort always comes first. I mean, I'm at a point in my life, I've been in fashion for over 30 years, on many sides of the business. The first thing I want is comfort. I want my clothes to feel great.
Absolutely.
Then we move on to color. Clearly, I'm not afraid to wear bold color. I think color makes you feel great when it's time to step out and face the world. In this time, we need fun and color. I love it, especially spring and summer. And then cool, that cool factor, ladies. You know, so you're the lady that sets yourself apart in the room. You don't see yourself coming and going. That's where the cool comes in. And this mesh, this stretch mesh, gives you breathability, gives you comfort and ease of movement. Notice with that tulip hemline that I did. In the front, it's a little higher, but again, it'll cover the knee if that's an area you want to just kind of be modest about. In the back, it's a little longer. So it's midi in the back and a little tulip in the front. That's the femininity that sets you apart. It makes it feel a little more feminine, more fabulous, right?
Oh, fabulous. I love it. Feminine, fabulous, and so comfortable. I can't stress that enough. And if you're new with us here at HSN, we have FlexPay here. We have free exchanges, and I always love to really talk about that, especially during fashions. So let's say, for instance, you get this home and you wish it was another size, or no problem, we'll even take care of the shipping and handling, ship it back to us, and we'll get your size out, or if you want a different color, absolutely. But right now, here's what's happening. We have hundreds and hundreds of you in the ordering process. There's our free exchanges. But let's talk sizing. So I know that's very important to you as well, because we offer a wide range.
Yeah.
And, you know, through the years, Lloyd, I mean, you have styled thousands of women,
Sure.
all different sizes, right? And so I know, you know, that's important to you as well.
It's so important to me, and one of the fun challenges in designing exclusively here at HSN is coming up with ideas and concepts that flatter the full range.
Right.
You know, we're not separating plus from Missy.
I love that.
You know, so it really forces us as a team to design items that really flatter everybody, and that can be a tricky puzzle. I think with the wrap dress, which is such a time-honored classic that flatters so many frames, whether you're straight up and down or curvy, plus or petite, that's a great starting point, but then we thought about all the considered details around that fit. So that armhole, notice the sleeve has a little give there. You know, it's not squeezing your arm. It's gonna give you a little movement there so you can breathe. Nothing like a tight sleeve in the summer. You don't want that.
No, and good coverage on that too,
Thank
right?
you. There you go.
So it comes down to almost elbow length.
And here's the thing, almost elbow length, but ladies, if you hear nothing else that I say, I'm gonna take a breather and take a beat on this. True to size, sure. But if you want to size up, feel free, because oftentimes that size may fit you better. You may think you're a 10, you may want to be a 10, but all of a sudden that 12 just fits better. Cut the label out.
Yeah.
You know, cut
Yeah.
the number out. No one knows you're wearing a size larger. You just know you feel better, you feel more confident. So get the size that fits, not the number you think you are.
That's a great point.
You know, it
Absolutely.
goes a long way.
And speaking of sizes, so we're looking at Andrea right now. She's wearing the watercolor. I love those. Oh, such a beautiful mix of
Yeah,
all
thank
those
you.
gorgeous colors. She's 5'10", and she's wearing, are you in the large, Andrea? So she's wearing her normal size, which is in the large. Absolutely beautiful. I love that neckline too. Just that little V, that perfect little wrap. Diana, I love what she did with the headdress,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Just with the
safari, let's go.
leopard. Yeah, in the Java. It's absolutely beautiful. Diana's 5'9", and she is wearing you in the extra small? Or small, okay, you're in, so you could do, that's a great example. So she could do extra small or small, I could do the same thing.
Yeah, because it's gonna give, it's gonna give.
Exactly. And then Angie, who is 5'9", she's wearing the medium in that beautiful fuchsia floral. So
Yes.
Java is the solid color. I'm wearing the mint green palms. That's getting very limited in all sizes right across the board. And then watercolor denim is the other one. That's the one right here. How fun is that,
I
right?
love playing with watercolors. First of all, time out. Angie, you have not aged. We worked together probably 17 years ago.
Really?
I'm fanning out because I'm like, when I came here many, many years ago, you know, to kind of dip in as an expert before I got my own line, she was here and you look like you haven't changed. You're sleeping in an oxygen chamber in the back? What is happening? What is happening? And you look so great. All you ladies, you bring the dresses to life, and that's what it's all about. The wrap dress on the hanger appeal is so-so in any store. You know, that's why mannequins exist.
Right,
because hanger appeal is what it is. But when it gets on the body, when the curves come to life, when the print and pattern flatters and forgives, notice the flowers are strategically placed, so they're gonna be where you want attention, not where you don't.
Yes.
Notice my watercolor is in strategic placement so that it really camouflages without looking like you're trying to hide anything. So prints don't have to be scary. Prints can be fun. You just have to choose the right ones. And we think long and hard in our design room around my art skills, but also my team's amazing eye. Great women around me who kind of rein me in, keep the guardrails in, to make sure that everything is fashionable but also functional.
And I love it, and comfortable and cool and easy to care for. I mean, think about this too. Mother's Day, if you're going on a cruise or you're going to be traveling, you just want one piece that's not going to wrinkle, that looks fabulous on you.
Roll and go.
Roll and go.
It steams in the shower. It takes up so little space in your bag, Lynn. So you toss this in the bag, you unroll it, steams in the shower. You rarely even need it while you're doing your makeup. And imagine this as kind of the cornerstone of a tote bag when you're on the plane. Don't check a bag. Who wants to? Grab this. Grab your sneakers, maybe a sandal.
You're set.
Little blazer, pant, you're done.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that. Easy. You have your own personal designer right here, Lloyd. And here's the other thing I want to mention. Under $14 to get this at home. And I understand we welcome so many first-time shoppers, so if you're new, please know you always have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And that's what I love about HSN, Lloyd. You get this home, you get to try this on the comfort of your own home, and your lighting, and the mirror that you know that you trust, right? And if not, like I said, if it's 100%, you send it right back, or we have the free exchanges. So that's something else to always keep in mind. But I just can't, again, to stress a weekly deal drop, I don't know if you can get the fabric for $39.99. Honestly, I often say that because, wow, 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 wow. That is why, as I mentioned, thousands of them have been selected. We are very, very busy, so your best way to get through, what I recommend is go to hsn.com and do just search LB70, right?
That's it.
And you'll see your entire collection.
Easy breezy.
That's the way.
Yeah,
We love, love, love. Okay, I'll keep everybody updated. Pat, are we doing okay in the palms? Do we still have all sizes? Yeah, okay, but very, very limited right across the board. Okay. Want to talk about, oh, this pant real quick. I want to show you because it's going to be a quick mention. I know these I previewed earlier. Oh goodness, they're flying out the door. So $39.95.
They feel so luxe.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This is what you want. You're gonna live in this. You're gonna meet Lloyd's mom. She's wearing these pants and the blazer to go back to it. That's a wonderful customer appreciation price. And we have that, again, in the black.
Yes.
We have it in, we're calling this like a red, right?
I think that's our poppy red, I believe.
Red. That's
yeah.
perfect.
And
that's
if you look
closely,
closely, you can see there's texture in the fabric. So don't press it, don't steam it. That's about the inherent beauty. That texture there is meant to make it easy for you to pull out and wear. It almost has like a little wink to linen, but it's not linen.
Right.
You know, it's just got a little built-in gesture and texture there.
In the Java too, right?
Yeah,
so we also
Java,
have
so
that.
if you want to start solid, you can absolutely start solid there as well.
Okay, and that is done in a viscose nylon. It's like so breathable, and it's about, I want to say, a 29-inch inseam right on there.
You are right.
Okay, and machine wash, all of those wonderful things. Now we're going to focus in on this amazing third-piece blazer.
Well,
wow.
Here's the thing. I call it a blazer, but it's almost like a soft blouse masquerading as a blazer.
Yeah.
Because when you look inside, there are no shoulder pads, no lining. You don't want extra, I don't want extra heat in the summer. I don't know about you.
Right.
You know, you want something
Especially here in
that
Florida.
floats over the body, hovers over the body like smoke, and there's space between your skin and the garment. So, Lynn, when you look at this, let's look at the details. I love a shawl collar. So yeah, blazers, borrowed from the boys, fantastic, peak lapel, notch lapel, we've seen it, but that shawl collar feels a little more European, feels almost a little more evening. So if you want to belt it and have fun with it, but this just feels more ladylike to me, you know, in certain occasions. Now, also, functional pockets, which you've got the flap on the outside. You could also tuck that in and use these pockets. Nice big pocket bag there. But with the camouflaging effect of this print, you don't even see that flap. So everything lies flat on the body, which I love. I don't want extra rumples and bumples on anybody, including myself. And when you put it all together, it has a camouflage feel, but it's not camo.
Right.
It's like a palm camo. And notice, some of the palm leaves are darker, some are lighter. So it's an illusion. That's what you're seeing. It looks like it might be all one color palms, but they're dark palms and light palms when you look closely. Black here, cream, poppy, cream. You're seeing it. And that's what keeps the eye dancing around everything, right? Keep the eye dancing.
See, there's your artist. There's the artist in you. And Andrea just came out in the black palm. We also have this in the solid, in the Java too.
Yes, in the
so
Java,
I'll grab that one for you. You did a little bit longer too, right? About 30¼ inches?
Well, here's the thing. I went a little longer because I want you to have that coverage around the tush. You know, but I don't want volume around your tush. I don't know any woman that wants extra volume back there.
No, true.
You know, so it's gonna give you the coverage you want, but also be light enough to just keep your silhouette where you want it to be. Also the sleeves, wear them down, push them up, cuff them, roll them, make them yours. I think with petite ladies, I would cuff it once or twice or possibly push it up. It'll open you up a little bit visually from head to toe, but it's so soft. Don't worry about it crinkling. Don't worry about moving the sleeves up where they flatter you the most, is my point.
Where did you find this yummy, delicious combination in this fabric?
Well, the thing is, when you're designing spring and summer, you always want to start with fabrics that work for the environment around you. So here at HSN, we're thinking about all regions of the country, not just one. So this could be great for Florida, but also Colorado. You know, you might put a heavier top beneath it, but it's also going to float over you. Air-conditioned environments indoors, chilly nights, if you will. It's going to give you that coverage. But if it's warm outside, it's going to work in Florida or another warm environment as well. So you're thinking about the full landscape before you choose the fabric.
This is going to be an instant customer pick. I promise you. When you get this home, feel this fabric and see the fit, it's been beloved. And it's also another customer appreciation price. So we took, I'm going to say $10 off again. Yeah, it's $49.95. So we said, okay, we knew this is one of our key specials. It's been already very, very popular just from the previews on hsn.com. So, and just to be able to dress head to toe in maximum designer fashion and fabrication. This, when you look at the girls again, and you're gonna meet, I mentioned earlier, we're gonna bring in your mom, who looks so adorable, and her name is Lynn as well.
Yes.
And I like it because she's wearing all the bottoms and the matching print in the blazer, all head to toe.
You know, my mom is a muse for me, so she inspires how I put my clothes together because I feel like she's ageless. You know, she kind of sounds and moves the same as she always did with me growing up, but she also gives me honest feedback. So when I get my first samples, they all go to her. They're all in her size, and she tells me exactly what works and honestly what doesn't.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have time to go back to the drawing board and tweak, but she loves clothes, and she's a real woman with a real body and a real busy lifestyle.
Right, and come on out, Lynn. Let's introduce everyone.
Look at you.
Beautiful, Mom. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
You look absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You know, Lloyd just said you're his muse, and it's true. He'll come to you and say, "Okay, what do you think about this fabric?" Or how, you know, you'll tell him, yes, no.
I'll tell him the absolute truth.
See that? Nobody better than your mom.
You know, she makes me giggle because she's empowered me for all my life to really choose my own path.
Yeah.
So, you know, you see me standing here in pink and baby blue and baby pink because she taught me very early on to express myself. She didn't put a limit on that expression. So when I design with total freedom, and I feel like, you know, women should be able to do the same thing. I want to empower your confidence to try color if it's something you haven't in the past. It just makes you feel great.
Yeah.
You know, the way it makes you smile when you see it, it's the same reaction with other people. I love when she puts it together because it feels alive on her, you know?
Yeah, this is, I mean, obviously the tank is also available for you. I mean, this is head to toe dressing. So this is you, Lynn. You're like, okay, ladies, this is my son, yes, but you look amazing. I mean, just fabulous.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
She's been popping on the air with me. She came on a little earlier.
Yeah.
Last night she came on, and you know, last night she was a little like, okay, what am I doing here? Today she was like beating me out of the dressing room. I'm like, slow down, lady. But no, it also shows that she's comfortable in the clothes.
Yeah, and were you always
exactly.
a lover of fashion?
Absolutely.
Is that how he's
brought it in?
More to your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, whatever. And he's like, no, let's do it this way.
Isn't that something?
And
so you knew he
I
was
know.
onto
I was
something.
like, okay. All right. I give.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we are so happy you were here, and you look
great.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
And I love that color on you. That poppy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and anybody can pull it off.
Yeah.
I chose this red, and we formulated all these colors so that they flatter all skin tones, you know? Certain colors are just universally flattering, especially something like this. It brings warmth to your skin, maybe before you get that first little base tan. You know, you want that little help. Look at it on Diana here. You know, anybody can pull this off, I promise you. And it's that print that is timeless. Now, if you notice, Lynn, this is a 2-color print. 2 colors. You got the cream on the underside of this print, and then the poppy red pops out. Oftentimes when you see prints that are 3 and 4 colors, they're just kind of hard to pull off, harder to pull off if you're not a print gal. But when you do 2 colors, it just looks richer to me, more sophisticated, and more timeless. You're gonna be able to wear this 20 years from now, I promise.
Oh, that's for sure. Okay, we are very busy. If you want the red poppy, now fewer than 300.
I'm gonna go over to the ladies.
Extra small through extra large. Yes, please do. 1X through size 3X. And then also getting very limited is the matching pant. So if you're interested in the matching pant, we're just gonna do a quick presentation because that's already almost gone. But let's go over to Lloyd and check out some of the wonderful styling tips that we love that you teach us.
Well, you know, look at Diana here. She rocks the collar up, which I love. It frames your face in a way, and it holds in place. But look how that instantly elevates the look. It's like when I look at you, I'm like, what business do you run? Like, what Fortune 500 company are you running?
Where's
and
your
what
yacht?
private jet are you getting
Yeah,
on?
exactly.
You know, that's the woman I want to know. And notice when we belted the waist here with a wide belt, there are no loops for this, so you can make it your own with a skinny belt, a wide belt, no belt, let it fly open, let it work for you. If you want to get it a size larger, ladies, give yourself permission to make it a boyfriend jacket. Then just cuff the sleeves. You know, there are no rules around size if you really want to be the woman that is the head-turning woman in the room. So go boxy, go big, go boyfriend, make it your own, roll it up, push it up, scrunch it. She's wearing it with my pants that have this amazing chunky pin tuck down the leg that give you the illusion of a longer and slimmer leg. But again, all of this color palette goes together, so there are no mistakes you can make. And when I make my way over here, hey there, good to see you. Loose, bigger, open, you know, just flouncy. I want a suit that feels like a power suit, but softer. You know, power suits used to be shoulder pads and buttons and holding you in. Like, this isn't Faye Dunaway on Network. You know what I mean? Like, we want a power suit that says soft. You go home feeling as good as you did when you left. You get off the plane looking as good as you got on. Or even a long car ride or train ride. That little texture is never gonna wrinkle. It's actually gonna look better when you get out. So oftentimes you only have time to throw on a lipstick before you go to dinner or meet family or go to a big banquet. These pieces work for you in those pinch times.
Yeah,
now look at this.
100%, that Java.
Chocolate, we call it Java, you know. For the springtime, black is amazing if you have it in your closet, of course, but that Java is the new black for spring for me. It gives you the rich slimming effect of a black, but it's richer. You can have fun with color, or you can have fun with metallic accents. Look at my tank, just around the neckline, which we'll show a little later, I think.
Coming up, yeah.
Built-in jewelry already on this 100% cotton tank, and then have fun with your accessories. Mix gold with silver, all gold. You can't go wrong when you have Java. And again, loose, easy, floats over the body, fun little drawstring there. You're out the door in minutes.
And
Good
I love
to
it.
see you.
I love
know.
That's so funny. You worked together 17 years ago. You remember, of course.
A million years ago. I'm like, oh my God, we're back. You look great. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right.
We're going to move on to the pant. No, you're fine, because we're going to go, if you want to talk about the pant there too, because that pant is $39.95. Let me double check. Yes, $39.95, under $13. Same thing. So you have the poppy red, then we have it in the black in the print, and then we have it in the Java. So a great inseam, about 29 inches in the inseam. So whether you're tall, average, or petite, this is going to be perfect for you. I noticed, Lloyd, that you do the pockets there. I wasn't sure if they did. And that was one of the questions. It does, even down to the accent on the drawstring. Talk to us a little bit about that. So summery.
You know, drawstring pants are fun. If you're not careful, they can be a little frumpy. So we were very careful around making a waistband. May I, Angie, just style it a little bit there? A waistband that lays flat, that doesn't bunch. Also careful about a longer drawstring that has these fun little beads on it. So it looks like you found these in a great destination.
Yes.
Now, mind you, if you don't want to wear it as a suit, imagine these great drawstring pants over your favorite swimsuit.
Yeah.
So you go right from beach to brunch, beach to boardwalk. So these pants don't have to be a part of the set. You can do it with your favorite crisp white shirt. You can do it, like I said, over a swimsuit or with a fun little t-shirt. Whether you want something more camouflaging in the print or darker with the Java, you've got options there. From heels to flats to even sneakers at the farmer's market. Like, make these your everyday go-to summer pant. Roll them up. They're only gonna get better when you pull them out. Please don't press them. I'm gonna save you time there. We don't wanna iron these pants. We want the gesture to feel like your easiest, most yummy vacation.
And look at the movement. Like, even just as Andrea and Angie are moving, like, you can see, I can just imagine, like, on the beach and having, you know, just sitting there and having a cocktail and just like, looking just like $1 million. And the other thing is, like, again, that fabrication, it's lightweight, it's breathable, it's all washable, it's easy to care for. Here's an update. If you want the red in the pant, good luck to you at this point. I have fewer than 80 pair left. Uh-oh. And these that we have in extra, extra small through extra large. We have 1X through size 3X. And then, of course, we have the black. Now, the black, just a little over 100. And your best bet, I'm loving this Java because, you know, a lot of times designers will do a print, and then they're going to give you the black option.
Yes.
Think outside the box here, right? Because we all have black. Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
for once.
This
and
brown
it
is
gives
so
you,
rich.
It's the same grounding power of black. It's the same slimming effect of black, but it feels lighter on the eye around spring and summertime, yeah? And I'm
100%.
sure, like most women, you have a closet full of black, and you don't know what to do with it after a while, and all of a sudden it just feels heavy. This chocolate, which we call Java, just feels so rich, flatters any skin tone, and it's easy. So, mind you, if you want to do robin's egg blue on a great pump, if you want to do pink fingernails, if you want to do chunky jewelry or a fun hat or makeup that pops, this is your blank canvas for color in other places. Metallic bags, you know, look at the colors I'm wearing as they complement Angie so well.
They do.
With the chocolate, you know, you can infuse any of these with that great grounding of the Java. It's a great blank canvas.
Oh, it is. You know what this reminds me of? I'm looking at the girls. This whole collection, just in general, we all talk about this because you have the most incredible fabrications. Your prints, you can tell you're an amazing artist. But looking at Andrea and Diana, this is like this, and your mom, when Lynn was out here, these pieces look like you would be in like a 5-star resort and you went down into their fashion boutique, you know? And like, oh, you put it on, it looks great, you love the material, then you look at the price tag, you're like, no. But that's what it reminds me of. I mean, truly it does. And you're not gonna see yourself coming and going. That's the other great thing when you're wearing these. So last and final call, we're gonna put last call out. I know we're sold out of many sizes in that poppy red, starting to sell out of quite a few sizes in the black as well at this point. And then of course, right now we still have all sizes in the Java, but that's also getting limited. So sizing, so let's talk about what Andrea's wearing. She's in the large, she is 5'10", and then Angie is 5'9", and you're in the medium, correct? And then Diana is 5'9", and she's wearing, are you in the extra small bottom or a small? Small, so she is in the small bottom. And they're all, I love what you said, it could be sandals, it could be a fashion sneaker, it could be a heel, it could, just as, whatever you want.
Yeah, don't be precious, ladies, with my clothes. I want my clothes to be your clothes, your way. So Diana here, again, this looks like the woman, like you said, who stopped down at the boutique inside of a great luxury hotel.
Oh, absolutely.
But she could also be heading to brunch with her girlfriends for a mimosa. She could be at a church benefit on the weekends and put the jacket on over the vested interest top. So they're versatile and they really become who you are versus, you know, I'm dreaming of Palm Royale, I'm dreaming of White Lotus. Like I'm already gone.
Yes,
but when I bring that inspiration back as I sketch, as I look at color inspiration in nature and in the world, I followed runways and red carpets for many years as a fashion journalist. I love to bring those trends back to real bodies, real women, and most of all, real budgets, you know?
Yes, thank
so many
you.
of these trends that you see, whether it's online, digital, magazines, wherever you find your information, they need to be distilled down to how are we really gonna wear that? And I love to make that my challenge, to bring it in an affordable way, but also a comfortable way. Comfort is first.
Yes, I love that about you. Thank you, and thank you for helping us style. By the way, that sweater that Diana's wearing, it is available for you. I have worn that in so many of my shows. It's one of our stylists, just so you know, Lloyd, our stylists love your fashions. So a lot of times when we're wearing something, it's Lloyd, right, girls? You know that from Boston. So that, you've seen me in that sweater Diane is wearing right now over and over again, and that comes in the black. It also comes in that poppy red. I don't want to speak before I know, is it still available? I'm afraid it's not, but anyway, check in on hsn.com. You can search Lloyd's entire collection, and you'll see for spring and summer, we have sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these. Last call in the red, in the poppy here. This is that gorgeous Java. And like I said, it's that resort look from every detail. And I love that you mentioned the waistband on here too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you think a waistband's a waistband, but that's not true, right? You don't want the ones that are gonna be folding over on you or actually, you know, they get that crinkly sound, and no, they're wear out. This is that perfect width on there.
Here's the thing, you know, most women in my family and my world don't have a perfect midsection.
Right.
I don't want to add a waistband that's going to add more volume there.
Accentuate it,
Yeah, so it's like, let me create a waistband that's going to lie flat, that's not going to buckle, that's not going to gap when she needs to reach for something, and gives you that peace of mind and security from every angle. I used to have a pant back in fall called the Every Angle pant, because people are looking at you from every angle.
It's true.
People are taking photos of you from every angle. I learned that on the runways and red carpets when the celebrities and models would step out. They're being shot from every angle. So every angle of your clothing should really complement your frame at any size, any stage of your life. So those are the considered details that I always try to put into LB70 to give you the confidence.
Right,
Yeah,
right. I
why
love
not?
that. Thank you, Lloyd.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to give you that information on the top that Diana's wearing. I believe it comes in this, again, there's the poppy. It comes in black and, what's the other? Oh, in the birch.
It comes in the birch.
Which is,
right,
oh,
which
good.
is a
We're
very
going to show
pale,
that. I can't believe that's $34.95.
Here's your black.
Wow.
And there's the birch in the center, yeah.
I love this. This fabrication here is beautiful, too.
Well, we'll talk about those details whenever you're ready. I love vested. I call it vested
Well,
interest.
they're going to only let us mention it because it's almost gone. That's
well,
fine.
let's just say it's a top masquerading as a vest.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
like to call it, but it can work as a top, as you see on Diana, or it can work as a vest. Buttons placed perfectly so they don't gap.
Yes.
Notice you're looking at the ribbing here. That's called full fashioning, up just above her bust line. So it gives a more tailored, almost contoured shape. And bra friendly around the armhole. So you're not gonna see anything there. My mom calls them the giblets or the giblets. What do they call them?
Giblets,
No giblets
yeah.
popping out. We don't want that.
No.
So bra friendly armhole there. And again, forgiving
Yeah, and look
around
how
the middle.
they go back. So, I mean, every one of
Yeah.
these colors, no matter if you want to mix and match, right? Oh, this you're going to love. $34.95, another customer appreciation special price. Okay, we're going to slip away for just a second.
Yeah.
But we come back. I know people are asking us about the dress I'm wearing. That's our weekly deal drop. So we'll give you that information. And then we're going to talk about the tank top. Already, hundreds of those have been selected.
One of my favorites.
Oh, me too. Don't go anywhere.
All right.
We have a special offer for you. Take 15% off your next single item purchase when you sign up for HSN Tax. Plus, stay up to date on the latest promos and events. Love to save? Just tax HSN to 70514. Happy shopping.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and it's all about you. For the entire month of April, we're showing the love to our HSN Card VIPs with exclusive perks like VIP Thursdays. Get a special offer every Thursday in April, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, or VIP financing on so many items. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN Card or call 1-800-695-1418 for details on our exclusive VIP offers. Thank you for being at HSN Card VIP.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
appreciation price deals,
Gratitude-filled savings,
and super special surprises.
Join us for the final appreciation celebration weekend of the month this weekend.
Be the first to know when your favorite brands and celebrities will be on HSN. Submit your email for when to watch directly at the bottom of an hsn.com product page. You'll receive email notification every time your favorite brands will be live on HSN.
Love style? Then you've got to see G. Join fashion icon Giuliana Rancic Thursdays at 6 p.m.
We're having so much fun. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Lynn Murphy. Lloyd Boston is here.
Hey.
We were chatting with this mom, and I said, I just love that whole look on you, the pant and the blazer. She said, thank you. I feel like I'm in my pajamas, right? But that's where that comfort comes in, and cool and
Absolutely.
fashionable.
Absolutely.
It's funny, I said to Lloyd, I came in this morning, and one of our gals that works here was wearing this exact sweater, Bree.
Yeah, I
and she
saw her
looked
too.
so beautiful in it. And she goes, oh, that's Lloyd Boston. And I said, oh, I think I have it in my show today. So, yep, here it is. $34.95. That's another just incredible, incredible value. This is a cotton rich, right? 55 cotton acrylic blend on here.
Yeah, in that slub knit.
Yes, love,
And
love,
that
love.
open stitch. And I love holding it open like you were doing, Lynn, because
Yes.
you can see that dolman sleeve there. It really does create that voluminous, easy look on the frame, but it doesn't give you bulk or extra volume where you don't want it. It just kind of gives a little glamorous sweep when you move. So whether you're a woman that likes to wear leggings underneath or jeans, even a capri short or a pedal pusher, this kind of gives the drama up top. And it's what I call beautifully boxy. Boxy got a bad name over the years, but it can be beautifully boxy if you do a design right. So notice, again, that fun dolman. Little bit of a taper here, so it's catching onto your arm, not squeezing your arm, but it's also not like you're in a choir robe. You don't want it too open with a dolman sleeve.
Yes.
You want just a little bit of taper here. And again, look at that. The two different knits that we did here, that cable here and the open stitch, you're seeing a cable, a lot of breathability there, and then it's tighter here with that slub knit. You can do a tank underneath, a cami, or imagine, Lynn, think out the box, you get it 2 sizes larger and you wear it as a swimsuit cover-up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you just pop it on.
How
Go
beautiful
larger.
would that be? The
Why
Caribbean,
not?
this color?
My mom just got back from the Bahamas.
Oh,
and I sent
it's mind you, the
I
water,
sent
right?
the pieces with her. She test drove them in the Bahamas.
Perfect.
And she gave them a big 5-star review.
Absolutely.
To me.
Yeah, well, for sure. So that's a sand. Sand's most limited. We also have, of course, the poppy. That's getting really limited, too. I'm calling that the red. And then we have the aquamarine that you see on Andrea right now. It's approximately 25 inches. It's a great weight. I said cotton rich, machine wash, extra small through extra large, 1X through size 3X available. I love the crew neck. And look where the sleeves come to, you know, where if you don't want to show off a lot of your arm, this is perfect for this going into spring and summer.
Yeah.
Look at that on Andrea, and same thing on Angie here.
So good.
Back with the Java.
Yeah, and you get a peekaboo of the arm.
Yes.
Beneath this open stitch. Open stitch is everywhere. It almost has a little bit of that throwback hippie vibe.
Yeah, a little
of
sexiness.
handmade crochet.
Yes.
It has a handmade feel, hand knit feel, but you get a little glimpse of skin, but you're not seeing the areas that are you don't want to show completely. And talk about breathability. If you're a lady that needs just a little bit of built-in AC in your clothing, I know a lot of ladies in my life need that. It gives you that breeze right where you need it. But again, put a tank underneath. Any of my tanks go right beneath it, or a camisole of your own. That way you don't have any modesty issues. The color palette that we created this season all works together.
I love
so
that.
don't ever be afraid to put things together because we figured that out for you. And I love, as an artist, to choose just the right colors that flatter every skin tone.
Yeah, you can see that on our girls. And you know another thing that's so hard? Oh, last call. Oh, okay. Yeah, the sand is, we're starting to lose a lot of sizes in that. As far as a sweater, like for spring, summer, as a fashion designer, that's gotta be pretty tough because sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, it's too heavy, it's too bulky, or it's too light, or it doesn't give me coverage. Like, this is like the perfect spring, summer.
Well, you know, the word sweater always sounds heavy, but there's just a spectrum and a range of things you can do with knits. I have a wonderful team of women who support me, design room, merchandising. We put our heads together and we create out-of-the-box items that have normal names like sweater, but this really feels like a fun little gauzy, you know, throw-on over, you know, kind of anything piece. So
100%.
Yeah, it's technically a sweater, but it's just an easy, gauzy, fun little topper.
It's like effortless, and yet it looks like you spend $90 at least, if not more. It's $34.95, which means that'll be under $12. There's the flex payment underneath. So you can get this home, put a third of the price down, have your 30-day money-back guarantee. Look, Diana, again, we said 5-star resort. This is all the girls. You know, back with the brown, there's the drawstring pant. I think we do have, you have the ankle pant too,
I do have the ankle pant. I'm gonna make my way over to the ladies.
Yeah, please do. We'll get that information to share because that's been really popular too.
So if I can just ask a small favor, just hold your arms up, you know, so you can see that dolman underneath. You can see, you know, all of that fun drama underneath there. And that's the part that sets you apart in the room. And it just has a drape that feels elegant. You know, Lynn, I live between New York and LA. I see a lot of women who are of means, great wealthy means, but I also notice how they put clothes together in a way that they may not be expensive, you just know how to put them together.
True,
so
that's
again,
the key.
That drapey top, oftentimes you need a slimmer bottom, but this you can do with fuller bottoms, slimmer bottoms, We talked about a swimsuit earlier. I wanted it to be able to work with you and almost have that first class look.
Yes.
Even if you're in Coach, you know, you can still have that first class look.
But I say that on all your fashions. That to be true, Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, really it is.
Absolutely. I want you to look sophisticated, and I just want you to look timeless. You know, I think your closet should be about 80% classics, and then about 20% trends. That way you always have the foundational pieces that I call closet classics.
Yes.
You know, for years, Lynn, I'll tell you honestly, I used to be able to talk about fashion on shows like Oprah and the Today Show and The View, you name it, using other people's clothes. Right. It's such a dream come true to now translate those ideas into my own garments. So it's just such a dream to be here at HSN and make them affordable as well.
And 100%. You've worked with some of the top designers that would be offering this because of their name at $150, right? So you trained under those, or you...
Well, I'll tell you this. I trained under Tommy Hilfiger for many, many years, but as a fashion journalist, I had access to many different designer showrooms, doing interviews with big designers, looking at their process, studying their fashion shows, behind the scenes and in front of house with the runway presentation. So absorbing all of that. You did it all. Yeah, but it's been fun because it's a passion for me. And now I know, most importantly, Lynn, what not to design.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes being a designer, you think it's about designing. Sometimes it's about what I'm avoiding, you know? So these are pieces that are gonna live on. You're gonna be able to wear this 10, 20 years from now because they are timeless. They're rooted in classic ideas.
Yeah, I love that, and that's the whole key here. Even though you're paying $34.95, there's a lot happening in this. I want to say again, it's like a pullover. It's a perfect weight sweater. I love that mix, like as Lloyd was saying. Looks like this was actually somebody knitted this for you or crocheted the top part for you. But it's a little bit of drama, but yet class and elegance. Beautiful fabric, as we mentioned, cotton rich at 55 cotton, 45% acrylic, all washable, machine wash, easy to care for. This aquamarine, also, I want to say fewer than 300 of these to go around. And we do have extra, extra small through extra large. And we have 1X through size 3X. Lloyd's saying, wear it a little bit bigger if you want. You know, that's a look you can do. But last call, if we go back over to Lloyd and our models for the sand. If you want the sand, I want to say maybe 5 sizes left. That's it. But they're all, if not, and this poppy red, that will go back right. That's the same color as the print, Lloyd, that we had on the bottoms, right?
Yes, it is. So any of the poppy red pants or prints, you can absolutely layer these pieces together. I grew up wearing Garanimals, you know, so it was easy for me. And my mom allowed me to mix and match versus matching the animals. So it gave me freedom to play. So ladies, feel free to play. Feel free to mix up and do color blocking if you want to do the cool tones with the red tones. Or, I'm sorry, the cool tones with the warm tones. Or you can go head to toe monochromatic and it won't look too matchy-matchy. It'll just look like column dressing. It'll elongate you and it'll get you out the door fast. That's the goal.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Get dressed fast, but still look fashionable.
And have your own private designer, and that's what we have, right? Lloyd Boston, right? Now, is that the ankle pant that Andrea's wearing?
Yes, it is. With the pin tucking down the front.
Yes, yeah. All right, that we want to give the information because I know that's also been really popular. What was the concept behind that, Lloyd?
Well, it's all about that easy pull-on pant that doesn't necessarily look like a pull-on pant. So you can absolutely wear it under knits. You can wear it with a button down on top. That pin tuck down the front is a little chunkier, Lynn, than normal. That way the shadowing, when you see it, gives you that illusion of a really long leg, but also splits the real estate, as we say in our design room, of your thighs and legs, making them appear leaner. So that pin tuck is important because it's going to give you legs for days, as they say.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And they're only $39.95 today, so we wanted to make sure you had that information. It's $892-653. That also comes in the poppy, in the aquamarine.
Yep,
yes.
You got it, those 3 colors.
And then that's a peacock, what they're calling on Andrea, right?
Yes, on top. But every woman of style needs a great black pant. And you need one that's seasonless. This is seasonless. Light enough for the summer, but you could wear it straight into the fall, maybe indoors in the winter. And it's not gonna wrinkle when you travel. Roll it up. Let it go once you get to where you're going. Or if you're traveling in them, you're gonna look good getting off the plane as good as you did getting on the plane or a train or a car.
Right, bus, you name it, however you're going, and then never have to worry about a wrinkling, machine wash beautifully. Okay, Lloyd, we get to talk about the tank finally.
I'm coming back to you.
Okay, I know a lot of people went ahead and pre-selected this tank before. You know, there's tanks and then there's high fashion tanks. And this to me, even though it's not a high fashion price at $29.95, this looks like it was custom made for you. And it was, right, in a way.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. First of all, it's 100% cotton. It's cotton slub, so you're noticing the striations in the cotton. So you get a little bit of sheer, but no show through. So it doesn't just look like a simple matte tank. And the fun happens along the neckline and along the armholes there, because it's that metallic silver foil print that you think of as built-in jewelry.
Yes.
But it's youthful. You know, you wear it under a blazer, you wear it as is. It welcomes candlelight. It welcomes that shimmer on your cheeks like you have, Lynn, yeah?
Yeah.
So your makeup, you've got that dewy look, you've got a little sheen here, a little shine to go along with it. And it wakes up anything that you put on top of it, from jackets to sweaters. It just looks young and hip. Tuck it in with jeans, white jeans, dark jeans, capri shorts, capris or shorts, you name it.
Yeah, I'm looking at your mom over to the side.
Come here, Mom.
Yeah, come on over, Lynn.
Take
And
your
it's so
time.
true what you said, because she was just sitting down, and I glanced over, and this is Lynn, this is Lloyd's beautiful mom. And it's true, that little bit of metallic right there, it's just like candlelight. Looks so pretty on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the whole head to toe.
Yeah.
And you just came back, you said, from the Bahamas. This collection looks like it was made for like a high-end resort somewhere.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I bet you wore a lot of these pieces, especially the tank, right? Because it can be hot.
Mix and match over and over, roll them up, pull them out.
Good. Easy to care for, not wrinkly.
Good night, everybody. You got it from here, Mike.
I love
Well,
it.
here's the thing. She test drove these pieces on her vacation to the Bahamas recently. And I literally said, Mom, take them with you. See how they feel.
Right.
She loves to be indoors in the casino.
Yeah.
She loves to be outdoors on the beach. She loves to really enjoy the entire property of wherever she's staying.
Yes.
And I'm like, tell me what they feel like. Take pictures. And you said you got a lot of compliments. I won't speak for you.
Yes, thank you. I did get a lot of compliments, and people were literally shopping on their phone when they saw this off my back. Where'd you get that? Let me get boom, 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 boom.
Do you say it's my son's?
That's the first
Of course, of course. I bet. I mean, so I said, this could be, when you went into a boutique in the hotel or something, people would think, like, who is that?
A few people thought I got it at the hotel.
See? It doesn't surprise me in the least.
I said, no, get your phone. You can get it right there.
That's it, and they did.
Right now.
Well, that's what happened, Lynn.
She's not bossy.
No, but listen, this is what happened, because so many of the pieces were already down to limited quantity. So it's smart. You always love your favorite designers, because it'll go up on hsn.com first. So the pants you're wearing, they're almost gone. But that was just peopleshopping.com. So
good.
Thank you, Mom.
Happy
Mother's Day.
You're welcome. Thank
Once
you.
again, wear your collection beautifully. You got the whole lineup. Thank you so much. And the tank, as a foundation piece under my mom's suit there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about ageless. If we're being honest, Lynn, I think style can be ageless if you know what to look for. 2777.
Yeah.
When you have classic pieces that fit you properly first, and then have a little wink of youth. This is a wink of youth,
I love that.
Metallics, crackle print that has a little patina, like you found it overseas and you've had it for a couple of years, but it still is in good condition. This could have been solid silver, but this just looks more interesting.
Agreed.
And notice the way it flickers with the light. When you move that around, it catches the light. So date night, candlelight dinner, outdoor jazz fest,
Anything. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You said going on a cruise and, wearing this as layered pieces, or just, going in the casino or walking out to the pool, all those things. You want something breathable. It's 100% cotton and lightweight.
Yes.
So let me get some updates here. So we have the poppy red, fewer than 200 left in that, in all sizes, extra, extra small through extra large, 1X through size 3X. Then we have it in the coconut, which is
Here, right there.
Okay, the deeper color. There you go. And then lastly, we have it available in
the birch.
Birch.
Yeah.
Right. And no see-through on that. I know that's like...
No see-through here. I love the birch, and I'll tell you why. Because that kind of classic white tank is sometimes too white, too bright, too show-through, see-through. The birch takes it back so it's warmer. You know, it has that little bit of... almost like a droplet of vanilla extract in it, you know, to warm it up a little bit. And the silver there, built in under your denim jacket, under your blazer, under a sweater, it just cools down an outfit. So if you think about bright, bold colors, you put this on underneath it and it cools down the look. You put this on underneath bright colors and it cools everything down. So you have a chance to venture into bright color, but then you want to cool it down with your underpinning. That's why we did the birch.
I love it. And that is now almost gone. The birch. Okay, yeah, right across the board. We are busy, busy, busy. There it is in the coconut on Angie. And look how beautifully that goes back with the Java, with that brown, right?
Yeah, you know, this is about shifting color. So notice how all the browns in the palette work together. All of the warm, toasty tones go together. So I want you to be able to pull from your closet with ease.
Thank you.
I want you to be able to layer your pieces with ease. And I also want you to know that they're gonna flatter every skin tone, every size. So you can do what Angie's doing over there. Notice she has a few shades of brown on, and then a little metallic on the bag and the shoes. And notice she's mixing silver and gold. You know, that was a no-no for many years, but if you do it right, with the proper dosage, just a little hint here or there, it comes to life. So all of my colors work together. Whether you're a warm gal or a cool gal, you can mix them and remix them. I used to say mix and match, but now I say mix and remix.
I like that.
You know,
I like that.
It feels more modern. Go ahead, Diana. I see you back there.
Look at Diana. Oh my God. See how that, look at that. You said the tones that you did on all skin tones.
Yeah.
That just poppy red is, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then there, she's wearing it back with the ankle pant that we showed you earlier.
Yes.
That is still available in that exact same color. Can you take those warm tones over there and show it with Angie how you'll mix and match these? And the length on the tank is about 24 inches in length, 100% cotton, machine wash, easy to care for. Diana's wearing it in the small. You're gonna see Angie in a second wearing this in the medium, in that beautiful coconut, which is almost sold out. Okay, but look at that palette. Just
you can see, Lynn, that all of the warm tones, all of the neutrals, they live together. My mom says that they cooperate, you know? So regardless of which you choose, you can roll them up and go, and they'll always complement each other. The same thing with the red tones and the warmer tones, the prints and patterns. So again, do color blocking, and you can't go wrong. You can pop them on together with total confidence because we have thought through what works together before it gets to you. So when you get it home, let me know. I'm reading the reviews. Thank you for all the great 5 stars and all the great reviews from each season that we've done, because I really think about what works for you to hopefully save you time as you get dressed.
Agree. Couldn't agree with you more. Again, going back, if you are just tuning in with us, you're going to get this tank home for under $10 with FlexPay on the day today. You know what? People are ordering every color. I love that, Lloyd. And you're going to want to, upgrade your tank. That's the other thing. This takes any other tank that you have, look at this, and elevates. So like the whole concept of jewelry where you get that beautiful reflection.
Yeah.
See that? I mean, any one of these colors. So I am thrilled. If you want coconut, it's last and final call. Come on out here. I love this. Look, you look so beautiful, Kelly.
I've been waiting.
It's so good
You
to
know
see
I've been waiting, and I've been getting your messages on the screen. Okay, we'll have a reunion afterwards.
One of these days.
Yeah.
So good to see you.
So good to see
Love
you.
you. Look beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
You take me up next.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Oh, are you all in Juliana? So cute. Oh, we have so many, all of our favorite fashion stars and celebrities that we love so much are here today. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead right now and remind you of our weekly deal drop. Yes. Sure. The dress that I'm wearing, as I mentioned, thousands have been selected. It's so fun. I love what you said, Lloyd. If you're not one to do print, and I'm not always a big print person, I love this. I love every single one of the prints.
Thank you.
But if you want to start with a solid, we do have this in that Java color too.
Sure.
But what I want to reiterate is this fabulous value at $39.99. I still can't get over that. To try your first Lloyd of Boston fashion. Again, you're just seeing here Diana, who is tall. Diane, all of our models, Angie, Andrea, they're all 5'9" or 5'10". I'm 5'2", so you can see it works for everyone, whether you're average, whether you're tall or you're petite. We have all sizes, extra small through extra large, 1X through 3X. So someone missed out. Just to do a recap in this final 2 minutes
Sure.
about one of our key specials for this visit. Tell us a classic wrap dress, but with so many wonderful twists.
Yeah, well, the classic wrap dress will never go out of style. It's an investment piece that you can wear for probably 3 seasons.
Yeah.
This mesh knit is very different than the jersey that you would normally see a wrap dress in, a little more forgiving. Jersey can cling and sometimes highlight areas you don't want attention on. So we did it in the mesh, and my prints and patterns, I designed these to flatter you from head to toe. And notice the sash right there, Lynn. You're seeing longer, stronger, wider, so it almost kind of compresses you in the center.
Yes.
And you can make it like an obi sash. You can make it like an fun cummerbund to give you more of a waist, or you can lay it flat on your body and add your own skinny belt on top of it. So I want you to have options. I want it to have a nice drape once you do your bow or your double knot. And you got that roll tab sleeve, tulip hemline, like you're working so beautifully, Lynn. Tulip in the front, midi in the back.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
it gives you that femininity, and it's also timeless, like I said. This is going to be able to go under your blazers, under
collar.
under a little leather jacket.
Cute.
Have fun with it. And again, it's something that's never going to go out of style. That's how I want to empower your confidence.
Yeah, we thank you for that. And I know,
my
again,
pleasure.
so many people in the ordering process. Lynn, come on out for one more second.
Hey, that's my mom.
I know, it's beautiful, Mom. Oh,
Happy
it's so
Mother's
wonderful
Day.
meeting you. Happy
Nice to meet
Mother's
you,
Day.
too.
Oh, you look wonderful. And you can get
Thank
the whole
you.
collection on .com. You're wonderful, my friend.
Thank
I know
you,
we're going to
Lynn.
see you back a little later.
You better believe it.
Okay,
All
little
right.
you on with Debbie probably tonight, right?
I love it, yes.
Okay,
I'm here for you.
check it out. Callie's up next with Juliana. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
HSN, baby.